track 2 now. Yeah, and I was like, cause I'm like, yo, how he go? Cause I wanted to listen to him while he was still here. Obviously, like, I wasn't seeing that coming. Like, now, cause I used to listen to him. I listened to one mixtape, the Crenshaw mixtape.
Yeah.
It was like 20 something songs on there. I listened to that like my freshman year in college. Like I'll be taking the bus up here. Like that shit was motivating as fuck. I'm like, yo, he tough. Like, yo, he just, I don't know.
He's a beautiful soul. And I'm glad I didn't know about him.
Rain, you met Tamara, right? Yesterday? No? They didn't come see you? Oh, no. Rain, Tamara, Rain.
She could sit in the chair.
You want to sit in the chair?
No, you don't have to.
Yeah.
If you want to, I mean, you know.
It's gonna be a open
I like to feel that space because it's just so like.
I don't even go around. Nobody comes around. It's on. I don't know how to say this.
That's the vibe?
Huh?
That's the vibe? Lights off?
I mean, you can turn lights on. I just kind of, it doesn't really matter. Maybe lights off. It's like, I'll say lights off.
We don't want no devils in the house. Yes, Lord. Yes, Jesus.
After this, we're gonna go into
Yes. Yes, God.
I'm back when it first came out. I was like, yes, Kanye back. I thought he was back. A lot of people don't like the album though. I don't think it was his best album, but it wasn't as bad as a lot of people say it was. I don't know mad people that don't like
everything. I mean, I think it was okay.
It wasn't his best. I want to say, I don't know. I feel like you would really have to be a Kanye fan to really appreciate this shit.
Deliver us peace.
I like the album.
Deliver us love, man. We know
What's your favorite Kanye album?
Me personally?
No,
I'm not really an album. I just kind of pick songs. That's literally stuff. I just pick songs and I'm like, oh, this your album. Yeah, like I just listen to that.
I don't know. It's always been hard for me.
This is a God dream.
It's between College Dropout and Graduation. Like I love Late Registration. Like that's what I saw. That was my favorite one. Graduation, when that came out, he became like actually became one of my top 3 at that time. Like at that time, I think my favorite Jay-Z, 50 Cent. At that time, a lot of people forget how hot 50 Cent was. 50 Cent was like 4th grade, he was on
4th grade, you listen to 50 Cent?
Hell yeah! Yo, I was listening to it. It's crazy, right? Rich or Die Trying, that was my movie. That shit came out in 4th grade. I had the poster and everything. Yeah, 50, Jay-Z, Kanye. That summer, after 4th grade, that's when I got put on to Lil Wayne. Like, I actually started listening to Lil Wayne. It was a period of Tip, one of my favorite rappers, T.I.
No, this actually was his
once he was going in that lane, like when Paper Trail came out, that's when I'm like, before that, I will shield you. Like, big things popping, little things stopping. That was my shit. Like that T.I. versus T.I.P. album. I ain't listened to every song. That was my shit. It was my song. He was like,
put on the devil's neck to the drifted Pangea.
It was like a singing song. He was like, You can have the things you like.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people are
You be sleeping on how tough T.O. You still talk now.
Trying to snap photos.
Just because you're not as
My
consistent.
daughter look just like Sia. You can't see her. You
I
can
like
feel the lyrics, the spirit coming in braille.
people like change too.
Yeah.
I made Sunday candy. I'm never going to hell.
When I was real little,
never going to fail.
I used to mess with Nelly hard.
Chance 3. I hear you
Nelly
guys
was tough.
snatch the
You be sleeping on Nelly
Making so
too.
free
In
and
preschool, like
hard that
my
it's
phone was country grandma. Y'all ever heard country grandma? Like down, baby.
Yeah.
That shit was tough.
Glory be to God.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna make sure that they go where they
my
can't
artist,
go.
like,
If they don't
who I
wanna
was
ride,
working
I'ma
with,
still
that
give them
was
raincoats. Know what God said when He make the first
well,
rain.
one person I can say like I always messed with like from the beginning, since like
I'm just having
the
fun.
furthest back I can
You
remember
know
is
that
home.
the nigga was lost. I left him.
That never changed. Like he was always up there. And I messed with Eminem for music videos. So it's like I always differentiate between Eminem and Slim Shady. Because like, you got Eminem, that's Slim Shady. That's Slim Shady. Like Eminem now he dope, but like he not the same to me. Everybody hold him on a high pedestal as they should. But like my favorite is Slim Shady. Like it hurt because he was on drugs at that time.
Somewhere I can feel and in my whole life. Father, this prayers for everyone that feels they're not good enough. This prayers for everybody that feels that they're too messed up. For everyone that feels they said I'm sorry too many times. You can never go too far when you can't come back home again. That's why I need.
Good afternoon, I'm Rain Russell, and this is Spoken Word Hour with WBCR Bloomfield College Radio. If you didn't already know, on this show I interview talented poets and rappers and then let them showcase their talent. Today on the show I have
Ant Kan Cious.
and Tamara. How are y'all today?
Magnificent.
Good. So, in the beginning of the show, before we started, I asked you to pick a color, red or blue. And you picked blue.
Yes, I did.
So, we're going to start you off with Spoken Off the Top Challenge.
All right. I mean, I'm not a freestyler, so I'm not going to claim that I am, but
Right.
I can try. It don't hurt.
Yeah.
So let's see. Who can we go?
All right.
All right. Before I do this, though, shout out to Chris. Shout out to Ethan. Shout out to Gino. Y'all the bomb. I ain't trying to break no records out here because y'all do that. I don't do that. But it's all good. So let's see. Let me tell you about my time back here in BC. Little did they know, I'm not a rapper, I'm an MC. I was walking around the campus, ain't nobody see me. Swear they didn't know that the kid was a beast. The kid is a king. It's nothing else to say. I spelled king with a K, not like KKK. We ain't messing with that. This is disrespectful type rap. But I love the white people. But I ain't no slave to them white folks. I just do this for my bros. You know what's up? Yeah, all about a buck. Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo, AAT. Those are the first letters in my name. What's up? Yeah, I do it for the gang. Shorty bust down, Tatiana. I do it for the gang. Hey, same thing, yeah. But I ain't got no bus now. I used to take the bus round just to get here. I used to study on that bus. I wrote a lot of raps on that bus. I used to listen to Nipsey Hussle on that bus. He taught me how to hustle on that bus. I'm come to class, do my work, getting straight A's, sometimes B's. But that was after my freshman year, because my freshman year I was struggling like a mother. Oh, I can't cuss. Let me get onto some other. Oh, shout out to Issa. I would really like to meet you after graduation. I would like to take you out to eat or something. I ain't trying to be disrespectful. She don't know. I used to have a crush on her. Y'all know Issa?
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't really. I don't even know if I should be saying that, but still, he's still rapping. I ain't playing. Yeah. My favorite rapper, Weezy F Baby. You know I go crazy. Used to want to do this so I could get all the ladies. But back in the day in 6th grade, I wasn't like that. Everybody used to think I was crazy. Yeah, I used to go by Joker Man. But I ain't get the man until I went to Atlanta. So when I met my cousin, he used to call me man all the time, and I used to go insane. That's why I like Joker, because Joker my favorite villain. You know that I'm making killings, trying to make $1 million. Win your hearts by the million. Dang. Hey, I said, dang, that kind of rhyme. I could do this all the time. I was nervous. I didn't think I could do this. This could be like a verse. Hey, yo, if that dude could rap off beat, he could say whatever he want, and I could get on the radio, then I could do this. Yeah, it's all about the music. Yeah, I said I don't freestyle. I could do this for a while. I could do this for a while. I could do it, make it wild. I should be on Wild 'N Out, trying to get this cash, yeah. So I could be like a cash cow, make the money for my fam, pass it to my brothers. Yeah, we trying to get some land. Yeah. Y'all understand? Yes, I am the man. 100,000 grand. I'm out here gelling. Yeah. You know how you smelling. You smell good out here because it's spring. Yeah. So you know it's a lot of things. Yeah. Walk around with their summer dresses on. You can see a lot of things. Yeah. Everybody wearing bling. Yeah. I don't really got that though. But I got some stuff on my arms. That's accessories. So you better be respecting me and expecting me. I'm an OG because I used to do this since I was like 3. I don't know if that's true, but I know I used to scribble a lot. I used to draw some stuff because I thought that it was hot. I don't know. But we still rapping, still rhyming, going crazy. Yeah. 23, I ain't got no baby. Yeah. Trying to get this degree. I got my bachelor's. I'm trying to get my master's. I ain't got no masters. Best believe I'm gonna own all of my masters. Yeah. I'm kind of gentle with this rap thing, but there's some gems in here. So if you go back, you're gonna listen and hear that, man. I'm feeling like I was sponsored by Mac, man. Cause I said Weezy F Baby, my favorite rap, man. Yeah, rapper, man. Whatever. It don't matter. Yeah. When I get on the beat, I don't splash, I splatter. But I don't need no. We still going. I'm at Rain on a Retreat. This is facts. Nothing was the same since. Where we going with this? I don't know. My mind just going like, I don't know. But we gonna keep it going. Yo, what's the time on there? So I don't keep on going. I don't care. Bump the time. We just gonna keep it moving. 4 minutes, 3, 2, 1. We on it. Show me my opponent. Best believe I'm a rapping like I own it. Okay, I think I'm done now.
You made the whole 5 minutes.
Oh, I made a whole 5 minutes, yeah.
Yes.
I could have kept going, but it's just rambling. It's all good. Yo, shout out to Ethan. Yo, shout out Chris. Yo, shout out Gino. Y'all be watching y'all. Yo, shout out everybody. We here.
That was good.
Thank you.
All right. So, what is the significance behind your name?
So my official stage name is Ant Kan Cious, and it's a play on my government name. My mother named me Anthony Thomas. So Ant Kan Cious rhymes with Ant Thomas. When I was in high school, everybody called me Ant Thomas. But at that time, I was going by Ant J. Rowe. So I always thought it was important to keep my identity, you know, instead of making a moniker. I mean, that's what other nicknames are for. That's why I have them there. But like I want people to know me. Like I'm Ant. Everybody know me as Ant, so I wanted to stick to that. Conscious. It's kind of deep. I don't want to go too deep into it, but basically, my whole life I've been an avid thinker. I've always been in my mind. I think about a lot of things, and I really help with my writing. So I wanted to, add that into my name, Ant Kan Cious. And I spelled it differently because it's already like other consciouses, and just because I like how it's spelled. I wanted to be creative with that. But yeah, I look at myself not as like conscious, meaning like OD political. So I mean, I can go there, but like I'm meaning from a sense of, everybody has a conscience. Everyone is conscious. So it's not even just me, everybody. And through my music, I like to speak what's on my mind and leave it unfiltered. And I like to talk about things and say, what people often think. Sorry, what people think and don't say. So I'm like, that's what I'm here for. So before I actually like set up, I mean, I was Ant Conscious for like a time period, and then I switched my name to Conscience because of that. I wanted to be the mouthpiece for people's minds and didn't like say what was on their mind and on their heart. Then I'm like, well, there's already an artist named Conscience. So I'm like, nah, I'm gonna just stick to Ant Conscious because that's who I am. So that's where my name comes from.
Cool. How old are you?
I am 23 years old.
And where are you from?
I am from North New Jersey. I lived in the West Ward. I lived in the North Ward. I'm currently now in the South Ward. So I've seen a lot of North. That's where my home.
What made you get into music?
What made me get into music is I've always been, I wouldn't say a fan of music, but more an appreciator of the art in all forms. So not just one particular genre. Um, my mom thinks I get that from my grandfather because he loved music too. So I've always been passionate about music for as long as I can remember. My earliest memories, like when I was in the crib or like in the stroller or in the car seat, like I was always listening to music, loud music too. It's the 90s, so like everybody got the loud systems and bumping. So like I always loved music. Um, Most of my greatest memories come from certain songs and just music. So music in general, like that's a part of my life and it always will be. Um, I reached as I started getting older, I reached a certain point where I'm like, I want to do this. I want to make music. I want to make people feel how I feel listening to some of my favorite music. So, for a long time, I wrote a lot. Um, I can't really pinpoint exactly when I started writing. The earliest I can remember is probably like third grade. I used to write poems a lot. Once I got to like fourth, fifth grade, that's when I started like experimenting with raps. And once I figured like I could actually do something with this, that's when like the light bulb just clicked on. Like I want to make music. I want to make my own music. Like it was a way for me to express my feelings, and that was my outlet. And that was something I felt I was really good at. I've always been really good at writing, not just like with poems and raps, but like also with my schoolwork. Writing was something that was natural to me, and I could always get my point across like clear and concise. So that was my outlet. A lot of people was playing sports, like playing basketball and all that stuff, on the phone with girls and all that stuff. I'm not saying I ain't do that because I did play ball and I did like talk to girls and everything. But like what I'm trying to say is like everybody had their own niche and something like that was them that they were good at. That was their talent. Mine was writing, and I just wanted to share that with the world, and that's what brought me to music.
Interesting. So when you came to Bloomfield, how did your drive change with music?
At that point, music was always in my mind and on my heart. And let me tell you a cool story real quick. When I was actually applying for colleges, my number one school that I wanted to go to was actually St. John's. And the reason I wanted to go there was because DMC went there for Run DMC. And one of my favorite artists that I look up to this day, J. Cole, he went there. And like I was telling you before how I want to do communications, J. Cole actually took up communications at St. John's. So I figured like, this is gonna be a part of my journey. I'm gonna go to school, get my degree, just like J. Cole did. You know, I'm gonna be out in Queens and just try to find a way to push my music so I can get to where I want to be. So that's where my head was at. I'm gonna go to school, get my education. I'm gonna continue to write. I'm gonna drop some mixtapes, do this, that, and the third. I was put on a waiting list for St. John, so that was kind of like heartbreaking in a sense. But I accepted it because I figured like I would have been far away from home anyway. And my first year in college, I actually started to, I got into deep depression. So if I was out there, it probably would have been a lot worse than when I was here, closer to home. So when I was here, um, like I said, I was dealing with depression, and it was really hard to keep myself motivated and stuff. But music was always on my mind and in my heart, and I'm like, okay, I can use this and tell my story through this way. But at the same time, like I was still trying to juggle with, classes and actually doing well because I did terrible my first semester here. So like to all the freshmen, I know how it go. Like your first semester, like it's hard. So, but you can always bounce back. So I ended up bouncing back. And, that bounce back is always a great feeling. So even that in itself, that inspired me and motivated me more to keep on writing because I always wrote stuff. I could write things. I may not like it, but like I try to keep on writing. Some days I have like writer's block, and that's terrible. Like I went through a long stint of writer's block like many times, especially my sophomore year when I took creative writing here. That class, I thought I was gonna like that class. That class was so hard for me. I couldn't write anything. But the thing is with that, we were supposed to be writing stories. I'm thinking we gonna like focus on poems because like that's what I like to do. We didn't really focus on poems till like the end. But yeah, which I did really well on that. But yeah, when I came here, like I went through my ups and downs. It's hard to stay motivated all the time, but like I said, once you bounce back, things start working out how it's supposed to.
So what would you say keeps you motivated then?
What keeps me motivated? It's a lot of things. Um, a lot of positive self-talk. It's good to practice that and do that. Um, just always keeping my mind and my eyes on the prize. Seeing the vision and working towards that and trying to get what it is that I want. So like it's a lot of dreamers. It starts out with a dream. It starts out with a vision. You have to know what you want and then work towards it and like not be distracted by everything else. So you just keep working towards it. So just the dream and like the hope, a lot of hope and faith in living a better life and providing for my family. That inspires me. The music I listen to inspires me. My friends and people I call my brothers, they inspire me. Chris, Babyface, Samir, all my brothers, my homie Nas, shout out to Nas, everybody I grew up with. Shout out Nas, shout out Brian, shout out the whole squad, like everybody, yeah. Yeah, my family, my extended family, they motivate me. The people who listen to my music and tell me to keep going, and when they notice like I go MIA, like yo, when you coming back, we need you, like just the idea that people actually want to support me and they actually need me and they feel like I have something special, to share with the world. That motivates me. And most importantly, God motivates me. So yeah, my faith in God, that motivates me. I know it's deep. I'm a Scorpio. I can't help it.
But when did you start performing?
Well, my very first performance was at a retreat my senior year in high school. That was that was my very first one. It wasn't official event or by anything, but that was the first time like I got up in front of people to start rapping. In high school, I wasn't out in the hallways like rapping with people and stuff like that. I did it like a couple times, but like because I'm insecure, like and I'm introverted, I didn't really do that. Chris, he did that. Everybody in high school knew Chris. Like Chris Patrick, shout out Chris. Everybody knew Chris because he was out there freestyling and everything. And everybody knew him for that. That motivated me with myself, like to get into my bag with the raps and everything. But Yeah. Wait, what was the question again? Because I'm getting off a tangent. I'm going off a tangent.
I said, when did you start performing?
Yeah, when I started performing, all right, yeah. So back to the retreat. Thank you. There's a whole bunch of white kids. I was doing a remix to a Drake song. I forget. I think it was Too Much. I was doing my rap to that. I messed up the first time. And I was like, dang, I'm folding right now. But everybody was encouraging me. Like my little posse, my brothers, that little pocket, the little pepper spot in a whole field full of salt. Shout out my white people though. I mess with y'all. Y'all my brothers too. Just a different color. It's all good. But yeah, they was motivating me like, yo, Ant, you got this, yo. Go crazy, go stupid. So I went in, I did my thing. That was my very first performance. I think my second performance, I can't really remember. It's really hazy because I would pop out and like go to certain open mics and stuff. But the one I can remember was when I performed here. When I was in Student Center. I came here with Babyface. He was going by Siege by then, but we was both performing together here. That was dope. Uh, yeah, that was my second performance. Ever since then, like whenever I could, I would just go out to open mics and stuff and wherever people were performing where I could go and do my thing.
So, what is one place you hope to be able to perform at?
I definitely want to perform at Made in America. I want to perform at Coachella. I want to perform at SOBs. I want to perform at the Grammys. I want to perform at the Oscar. Like everywhere, any big stage I could possibly get on. That's where I want to perform because that's the dream. Look at your heroes. You want to be like them. So that's where I want to be.
What about the New York?
The New Yorican. Oh yeah, yeah. I definitely want to perform over there. That's a dope spot right there. Okay.
Oh, you got that watch.
That was hot. I like that.
Well,
Right.
You got the Apple Watch. But yeah. What was I saying?
Yeah, the New York.
The New York. Yeah, I would definitely want to perform there. It's great vibes there. I like the energy there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of great poets that come out and do spoken word there. I think you should go there, do some of your poems, your spoken word. That would be tough.
When I say that.
But yeah,
no.
That would be great if you could do that, please.
I will not.
But yeah, that would be dope. That would be a place. You will though.
I won't.
You will.
No. But maybe.
That's a great venue. Y'all should check it out.
Definitely, if you haven't gone to the New Yorican in what is it, Lower East Side?
Yeah, I think it's Lower East Side.
Lower East Side in New York, definitely go because the talent is crazy.
Hey, you might get the chance to be a judge if you lucky.
Yes.
We were
Aim
judges.
for that.
That was lit. That's how you knew we was real. We were judges.
That was the first time.
That was the first time we went.
Yeah.
We were judges. That was lit.
I was like, oh, yeah.
They just call you up and then
now like they hand you what is it called, the little score thing.
The scoreboard.
Yeah. And then when people perform, then you'll show what number you want to give them or whatever, and then the crowd like boo, or they're like, oh.
Yeah. They'll boo you if you like give them too low of a score or too high of a score. We were both giving them like between 8s to 10s. Yeah. Sometimes I would have to sway random, like that's a little too high. Let's give them a 7. But they were all tough. Like they were all so good.
It's so hard.
It was hard. I'm like, I want to write like that.
Yes, no, people, the talent. I want to aim for that.
It's amazing to go to places like that though, because it encourages you to want to strive for yours.
Yeah, that's inspiring. Like that's an art form. Like that's where hip hop come from. We meant to do this. That's what our ancestors were doing. So it's beautiful. That's inspiring.
Well, now that we're talking about inspiration. We're going to swing back with another challenge.
All right.
a slightly easier one
Okay.
called the Spoken 5 Challenge.
Okay.
If you don't know what this is, it is.
Is it when I show the people what that pen do?
Yeah, essentially. Yeah. We give you a word or a phrase.
Yeah.
You got 5 minutes.
All right. I can do that.
You got 5 minutes with the pen. It's 5 minutes. Oh, no, wait, never mind. I was about to say, in 5 minutes, you know.
I get it. I get it.
You know
right.
what I was going to say?
I know how it goes. We can. All right. Let's get to it. Let's get straight to it. All right. Thank you.
All right.
You really picked this word. All right.
What is it?
All right.
The challenge is on.
What's this?
I got this light and I keep praying I don't lose it, but I'm slipping, I can feel it. Sometimes I get tired of living. I've been sleeping on the mission. Hands empty, eyes wide open. Sometimes I get tired of hoping. My legs are restless now. Don't know where to lay mine. Down, black bodies and broken crowns. Gotta stay 10 toes to the ground, cause ain't no pausing and no turning back. Damn sure can't show weakness. Them demons don't show no mercy. Working morning, nights, and weekends. People don't give a fuck. It's all fucked. If these bullets rang out, would I bother to duck down? Cause they pumped that boy brother, but used his body to shoot him. And while his mother cursed the gun, it was the system that killed him. And we drink heavy to forget it. Smoke on the sweet to feel weight. Cause the world up on our shoulders feel like God gotta wait this. We getting tired of fake. Getting tired of fake shit. Getting tired of waiting. It's time we go out and take it. So we start going crazy. They bullets can't phase me. I'm dead already. Running too fast, they don't know where I'm headed. Me and my homies, we just wanna see our mamas happy. We ain't gonna stop until we see it happen. But the time is passing, no one told me to still be home.
Yeah.
Your back for the shirt, your tummies all moving.
Have you ever met Frequency?
Still be
Put you
Still be
on.
home.
I'll
Your
put you
back for
on.
the dirt.
She dope. She actually having an event on Sunday.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like
No,
an
don't
open
hold
mic.
me, I'm outraged, cuz I've been living in a maze, don't be living in a cage. They know what's hard to see. Tell me how you gonna be holy. Tell me what this all you know is that you gotta get it.
She don't know why already.
They know you gotta fit it.
So,
They want me because you cannot counterfeit it. I'm drowning so long, I feel like I'm
oh,
floating.
you want to see
Still
that?
lost cause nobody told me.
Lucky, yeah.
I tried my best.
Nobody told me. It was that day. Your bad for the dirt. Your tongue.
Oh, the mine? Okay,
Still
I go by spoken word hour, no spaces.
Still be holding. Your bad for the dirty.
So
Sour
bubbly.
Patch Kids.
So lonely, the ceiling is gaping.
Oh yeah, I put water bottles. Snickers. The mini ones.
So
Red, let's put 7,000.
sorry about that.
You like the crown?
Yeah, I'll beat that.
Oh, can you?
Someone put a long message. Who was
Like
that?
Sean.
What do you say? You saying what's up?
He was like, I don't know, it's not long. But can you make sure that she's on time?
Yep. You already know she's not gonna be.
We're gonna start at 2:30.
What time did you tell her?
I don't think I just posted it. I don't remember if I ever told her. To be honest.
She took the time off with me and just told her like 12 and she'll be here at 1 and at 2. It was fun for me.
You could die any minute, I don't know, to the sky, cause the sky ain't the limit. Tell me what's the joy when the ride isn't rented, when it's time for a minute. And the middle's not tennis, when it's people I am, and you see with my eyes, cause my eyes, I can see what I can. See what I can.
I don't remember last time I seen him. Oh, when he came in here with
Yeah, that's true.
that's last time.
I think it's been a month, a week now. We got some change.
Wonder who has left me, that will always show, but I won't let him tell me. My brother is so young, he'll always defend me. My God is a good one, he will always bless me.
I don't know why I like this and it's wonderful, you know, video. That works, you know.
You can die any minute, I don't look tough times. I need to enjoy when the ride is already been like one person. I know time to see who I am, really see with my eyes, and I see what I can. See what I can.
Going through the motion, getting in the way. What's your way of coping with everything you say? I get silence to play. I get silence to play. I get silence to play. To see another day. I'm not in no bed. Got hit by the rain. Got hit by the rain. I get silence to play. To see another day. To see another day. To see another day. To see another
She said she
day.
can be right to time.
Okay. And we're back at it again.
Okay.
What is your word or phrase?
Oh, I can say it now?
Yeah, you
My word or phrase was compass. So, I don't know. I'll just, this free verse was just repetition of the same goals reached. Where am I going? Feel like I'm floating. When I'm flowing, I am one with the ocean. I'm riding my own wave like I'm Aquaman. Wave at the signs while I'm going coastal. I'm local. And I'm local. My compass got me going through directional motions. Not broken, just focus on bigger and better. My soul won't be tethered.
First of all, you tried it. The first line.
Tell them. Where the first line come from?
The first line came
Which was
from,
repetition of the same goals reached. All right, tell them.
came from one of my poems a long time ago. I don't even know what that one was called. Oh, it was.
That was the sex one.
Yeah, I wrote a poem. I wrote a poem about sex, and in it, that was one of the lines. Encompass.
Compass is actually a title of another poem. Rain. Yeah, so stop sleeping on Rain. She really about that. She like that with the pen.
I'm trying to see something.
Huh?
You know,
She went.
Lady. You know.
So good.
Yeah. Are you ready for the next one?
Yeah. I know.
We're back at it again, okay?
Back at it again.
What another word? Okay.
You started right already.
He was ready.
You say I love you for me. It's hard to believe. I put my heart on my sleeve.
You really have my Shazam out right now. Like, I'm Shazamming all the shit. I'm just like, no, it just sounds good.
Right. The first. No.
The one that was just playing just now was mine.
Yeah.
That was exciting.
No, right now, I was like.
But I don't wanna play your game no more. I tell you for sure, and I'm balling on you. But you are not playing at home. Girl, come to my show. Let you in it, no one knows. No one knows.
30 if it's
So when I show you
This really nice.
I gotta get over you. I think I need someone new.
My first tape was engineered by him.
Really?
So
I
sad.
was in his crib like almost every day with Chris and Babyface. We was working together. Yeah, like a whole summer I was just going to his crib. It was great energy.
When you said you love me, girl, you never meant it. But your love, but
We went
that
to
you
see
were bringing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
Baby girl, you do
my homie Nas. That's how we met him.
Groupies on my phone, I'ma tell her, look, I gotta get over you. I think I need someone new. All the good times we had is through. So sad, but yes, it's true. I gotta get over you. All alone again, I'm alone again, yeah. I might phone a friend, tell her bring a friend, yeah. I can't take no L's, I need a couple more wins, yeah. She broke up with me, so I need revenge, yeah. Sauced up in the saucy, turned up in the party. If you're wrong, then I'm sorry. If you're wrong, then I'm sorry. I know I made you mad. Let's put it in the past. And I still love you, you don't even gotta. I gotta get over you. I think I need someone new. All the good times we had is through. So sad, but yes, it's true. I gotta get over you. I think I need someone new. All the good times we had is through. So sad, but yes, it's true. I gotta get over you.
Singing the songs.
no, I'm asking you.
Hey,
here.
stranger. Stranger danger. Danger, not sure.
Oh, and we're back
Be back
at it again.
with another one.
What's the word?
The word is faces.
Ooh.
Back at it again. All I want is faces, green and blue. Give it back to those starving bulls, black and blue. F your ethnicity. We all die the same. But I love my black and brown faces, melanated, colorful kings and queens. I am royal in my own right. When I write, that's my magic. Call it manifestation. God granted me with these powers. Going different places where the baby face ain't scared to take it there. I want my faces in advance, $2 bills to $2 bills too, because like those, I'm rare.
You know what's
I'm
crazy?
rare.
I got a $2 bill in my back pocket.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Are you serious?
Rare.
Yeah, so that was done with that part.
That's it.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Was it? Good. You did good.
Yeah, chill with that.
I like that.
Is that
Well,
Well,
so let's talk about your music.
let's talk about music. That's what I'm here for.
What's in the wave?
I've been in the process of making a project. So when I'm making a project, part of that has to do with me living life. So yes, I go MIA from time to time. In order to make the project, I have to have the funds to, get that project done. So what I do, I work, I grind. So yeah, my music right now it's in development. I got some tracks. This project is really important to me because I feel like it's gonna touch a lot of people. A lot of people are gonna be able to get something from it. So I just right now I'm making sure I put my all into whatever I'm creating because I don't want to come out with anything less of greatness because I know my purpose, I know my worth, and I don't want to give anybody anything less of that because that's a disservice to y'all. That's a disservice to myself and what I stand for. So when it comes to my music, I take it very seriously. I will never put out anything that I don't like.
Right.
Before I had like a couple projects that I was working on that I was about to put out, but I got to a point I really wasn't feeling it. I didn't really like it, so I just scrapped them. I had my plan was to have a mixtape and an EP. I was going to drop them like one after the other, but I just wasn't feeling it anymore. So I just scrapped them. So now I'm working on something different. I have a lot of work in the cut. Um, my people, they know what I have. I show them. I post this on Instagram if anybody actually wanted to listen to anything I have new that I'm working on. Just send me an email or whatever, and I'll send it to you. Send you a little private link. But that's about it. Because once I do start dropping stuff, it's gonna be rolling. It's just gonna keep coming. But I know before I get there, it has to be. I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to my stuff. I always peep the errors and stuff, even when it comes down to recording. If I didn't say something the right way, or if I stumbled or stammered over a word or something, or if the flow is off just a little bit, like yo, erase that, let me do it again. Or even when it come down to like energy, I'm like, nah, I could come harder, let me do it again. So like that's just my work ethic. I don't want to put out anything that's half-assed. Sorry for cussing, but that's where I'm at with my music.
You said half butt. Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, but I agree. Like, I feel like if you are a part of like making music or even like writing in general, you have to edit. You have to.
Yeah.
In order to make it the quality it needs to be, editing is a huge part, and a lot of people just make stuff and they just put it out, and then it sounds exactly like that.
It shows. That's another thing. Like I want to separate myself from what's hot. I want to separate myself, which I know could possibly be damaging, but at the same time, I'm trying to build a foundation for my own discography and for myself. I'm trying to separate myself from my peers in a sense. Like my music is so like tethered to my life because I'm really like putting myself out there and giving you myself. Like that's my main thing with music for me. People feel what they think is authentic, and that's what I try to keep with my music, authenticity. So if I feel like I need to get in my bag, actually live my life so I can tell my story so somebody out there can listen to it, feel it, and get something from it. That's what I gotta do. And it's all part of the journey. Like my music is part of my journey in life. It's part of me growing as a man, as an individual, and like as a spiritual being. Like I put my spirit into my music. So like I always figured like one of my favorite, all the legends really my favorite to be honest, but like the ones that have passed that are really significant, Nipsey Hussle, Tupac, Biggie, you could listen to their music and it's timeless. It don't matter when it came out. And you could feel their spirit. For me, like I could feel their spirit just off the strength of my headphones. Like I feel like they ain't going nowhere. And that's the effect that I want my music to have. God forbid something happen, but the purpose of me making my music is for me to put my stamp on the world. Like this is my gift to the world, and it's also my gift that I got from God, and I'm putting it out there. So God forbid something happened, and I'm not here tomorrow. this is what I have left here. If I have kids, like this is what I have for them. You know, these are the lessons. This is what I learned in my life. You know,
Yeah.
like Pac at the Coachella, like he wasn't there, but people was feeling his spirit. Like they felt he was there, even though it was a hologram. So that's how I look at music. Like all my music timeless. I don't really mess with the trends because it go and it fade. Whereas you have music that you can listen to and it never get old. It never get old.
Right.
So that's where I'm at with my music.
Okay. What would you say is your most difficult challenge so far?
Right now, my most difficult challenge is, trying to tap into to just be able to focus. I've always been like that. I'm coming back around. Um, I do so many things at once instead of just focusing on one thing. So that's kind of why it's taking so long for my music as well, because I'm living life also. I'm adulting, as we call it, and it's not a joke. I'm trying to learn who I am, my identity. Before I put anything out, I want to make sure like this is 100% me. This is 100% who I am, and I'm not lying to myself or anybody else. So like the most difficult challenge is, I would say myself. We are all our own greatest enemies. We are the only thing stopping us from doing whatever it is that we trying to do in life. And like through my journey, that's what I'm learning. Like I have nothing to fear but my Lord and Savior. But at the same time, like I have no reason to fear myself. And I know that I'm my own greatest enemy. I know that I'm my own greatest obstacle. So essentially speaking, like my greatest obstacle, my greatest challenge is just overcoming myself, overcoming self-doubt and insecurities and all that stuff. And I'm pretty sure like everybody my age, in their 20s, in their teens or whatever, that's what they go through. And that's really all I try to reflect in my music.
Adulting is hard.
It is hard.
Like, it's so hard. Every time my Hulu say, pay bills, dude, I just be like,
Yeah, bills, they serious. They serious. Wait till the loans start kicking in. I already started paying mine back.
Because, this is the part they don't tell you about adulting until you're already you gotta figure it out yourself.
Yeah. You're begging for it and then you got the bills.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me.
Right,
that's what it's all about though, right? This is the stuff they don't teach you in school.
Exactly.
Which I have a problem with. That's what I have a problem with. They should actually have a life class, I feel like. I mean, at the same time, it's nothing that you can teach out of a book to prepare you for life, like 100%. But still, like they teach us all this stuff that nobody wants to learn about.
Mm-hmm.
What I liked about college, like coming here, picking the classes that I wanted to take and like that I actually had an interest in, and actually like expanded my I'm losing my words. The state of mind, my worldview. Those are the classes that I appreciated the most. Those are the classes that actually helped me with my music. But not only just we don't need classes that just help us with our worldview or with math and science. Although those things are really important, but teach us the math and science that people are actually using.
Right.
Help us learn how to build and create things on our own. Like that's the stuff we should be learning. And when it comes to adulting and life skills, like I feel like you should be teaching or helping prepare kids to become adults.
Right.
It's hard. Give them that open space to speak on how they feel and educate them about everything. Even when it comes down to mental illness and stuff, that's important. I feel like it's sad that I didn't learn about mental illness and stuff in the actual course until I came to college. Like that's something that kids can be learning in high school, that be dealing with stuff like that. Understanding, why do I feel this way? Oh, it's chemicals in your brain that's not right. Help them educate themselves. A lot of people think that medication is the only way out. A lot of people do need medication, but there's also things that come with that. These are the things we need to be educated about. Like nobody teach you this stuff.
Exactly.
But that's what we here for.
Yeah. Essentially. But I'm gonna open the floor again.
All right.
Bring it back. And this is the, freestyle portion where you're able to, showcase yourself. Well, coming up out
I'm gonna get hot. This is one
coming up out the windbreaker.
I'm gonna get hot.
So.
All right. One thing that you should know about the soul I represent, I'm a heavy-headed brother from the city. Yeah, the bricks with a hit is so cold, they pack torches on the hip and won't hesitate to pop another brother like it's it. Yes, I remember all of my coldest winters. One in November, a falling child, my cradle cracked timber. Back in my home, the pipes froze, boiled water on the stove just so I could wash my ass and get to class in school. Wrote in my notes, became a spasm rapping dragon that's been fire passion. Focus on lasting, I'm blacking out in my actions. Relaxing my nationality, I'm unconsciously obnoxious. My flow hit like a box of the blow. Push through your nostrils to blood, drip to your tonsils. Shut them down, I'm a star like fragile phonics. Guarantee slamming rain, made sure that ant was honest. I conscious of zero sonnets. I got Ross 365 wrapped around your head just like a bonnet, I promise. I'm so atomic on opponent, it's a cold war. Won't water down my components no more. We wonder where y'all naysayers better keep score. And that save energy when we out on tour. The only thing I'm lacking a fraction of satisfaction in my heart except my passion for rapping. Take it to my grave, call that fatal attraction. Matter of fact, make that my living. I'm in it to win it. That's been my intuition. Bump y'all feelings. Y'all with a lot to prove. I ain't like them other dudes. I've been doing time in my mind, calculating moves from work to school and dinner stool. Slaving to get paid and get these grades, but I pray my verses up my paid grade. All this pressure weighing on me got me ticking like a time bomb. I ain't on a short fuse when I explode in the booth. Sort of like Superman. Can't let my lowest lanes be my kryptonite. Prepare for the worst in life then. Shine in the dark, it's nice like when I hit the stage after they introduce my name. I share my stories through my pain and give y'all glimpses of my brain. Look, man, I'm no Professor X, although my team is so extreme. I go hard as adamantium, that mean I'm Wolverine, best believe. I'm scratching surface by any and every means. My hero still Malcolm X. I grew up off DMX. My flow is like Smith and West. On my flow AK-47. I get it from Method Red. This for the Jersey Connect. I'm feeling like a rap villain that came to murk many M&Ms. There's only one Slim Shady. These babies sweeter than Insulin. I woke up this morning listening to Many Men. I don't wish upon death. I bring hell upon those I'm finishing. Scorpio in the dojo. I'm from a different dimension. I got instant transmission, gifted like Christmas. And I don't even got a rhyme fast to prove ish. My old bull spitter pull a strap on your new clip. Decapitating brains that be capping and false rapping. Throwing through walking patterns full of tripping like acid tablets. Told y'all I was a bastard back on SOB. RIP to ODB, I'm Osiris times 3. Now you can lock me in a dungeon and get rid of the key. I find the light within the darkness, harness my energy. My mind and spirit synergy combine unlimited key. Got G.O.D. living in me that helped me battle the beast. It's Max in the street you heard, pumping crack in the speakers. A creature raised in the back of the seat with some tweeters, eating fajitas and hot Cheetos. So these flames is a secret. These flames ain't a secret. All I need is one mic to prove I'm nasty as ether or even nasty. Never needed a class for this. I'm on some classic ish. Shout out Muslim rap savages. And my brother Kristen, not Christian. Wanna start like Patrick. Yeah, I go ghost from time to time, just like St. Patrick. But my God, Chris in my crown, call me your majesty, highly praiseworthy. That's why my mama named me Anthony. That's it.
That was good.
Thank you.
I just want to know, right? When we started off, right, with the off the top, where was this at?
That's the secret.
You wrapped it up. You brought it back.
Yeah. Shout out to my alumni. 3 times.
Is there any advice you would give to up and coming artists?
Just stay consistent and have a strong faith and hope and believe in what you're about. Believe in what you want out of this life. Things gonna get hard, but you gotta keep pushing. Have an idea, have a vision of what it is that you want with your music and go for it. If you all about partying and making singles and something that's hot, go ahead, do that. But make sure that's the best hots ish out here. You feel me? Make sure that whatever that you're doing is inspiring the next generation. If you more of a person that wanna open up to the world and talk to people and educate people and be the voice that the generation need, do that to your best ability and don't half step around that. It's gonna be stuff that come with it. It's a slow grind. Everybody not gonna, catch on at first, but you know what? The people that start with you, those are gonna be the ones who appreciate it the most. And just stay true to you. Be honest, stay true to you, be consistent, never give up. Keep hope and keep faith. That's it.
In terms of your music and things like that, is there any dates that we should look out for, or?
There's no official dates right now. I would just say it's about to be a hot summer. I can say that. But good look out for May. I don't know when. If you follow me on Instagram at Soul Brother, that's SOULBRUVAH. I always keep you updated. So also you can follow me on Twitter. It's at Con the Baptist. It's KAN_THA_Baptist. If you don't know how to spell Baptist, then I don't know what to tell you. But I'll spell it. I'll spell it if you can't spell it. My favorite movie was Aquila and the Bee. So Baptist is BAPTIST. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling marvelous.
Good.
I'm feeling magical.
Oh, magical. You
I'm feeling powerful. It's springtime.
Yeah.
It's almost summertime. It feels good outside.
Yeah.
It is allergy season. That's why I stay inside. I'm about to get me one of those masks.
Yo, for real, I'm about to go back to the ER.
Allergies bad.
I don't know ways. I'll actually learn.
That's in fashion right now. People wearing those.
All right. But again, I'm Rain Russell.
You.
And this is Spoken Word Hour with WBCR Bloomfield College Radio.
Gang.
Stay tuned.
Bust down. Bloomfield College. Bust down Bloomfield College. Shout out to everybody graduating.
No, seriously.
And everybody still here, keep working.
Sadly, still here.
Nah, enjoy it while you got it. For real. Because once you come out of here, it's real life.
Yeah, I feel like it's real life already. It's real life already. I'm telling you that Hulu.
Yeah.
Hulu
Yeah.
be hitting.
Yeah.
I'm on those serious.
That was fun.
Oh, it's still recording?